Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's good to see you. All right, this is lesson 5. It's Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. This one is called Facts Matter. All right, so you know the deal. We're halfway into these things by the time you finish this one, so that's good, right? We're plugging along. So get off those lazy bones. Remember, get busy living or get busy dying. Here's the deal. I'll be teaching you a lesson every day. You know this. How do we do that without cameras and editing? Easy, we're gonna do it the Heinz way. I'm not Walter Cronkite, but I'll do in a pinch. Anyway, each day you'll have a warm-up and a short video from me, some notes in Google Classroom, and an assignment to make sure you know the material. Don't worry, we're gonna keep it short and sweet. I'll let you walk away smarter in the course without burning your entire day away. You know how I do. You'll have a daily warm-up, you'll have this video, and then you're gonna have a classroom assignment that shouldn't take you too long, all right? If everything works, we should be in and out inside of an hour. All right, salvation lies within. I've got my notes here. Let's hit it. Today, we're gonna go over why facts in broadcasting matters. This may be a fairly easy subject for some of you Media Tech 3s and 4s. Just keep up. It's what Brooks Hatlin would do. Yeah. You may have heard the term fake news quite a bit in the past few years. There was a time when that didn't even exist. A time when a reporter's word was gospel and they never dared willingly lie to the American people. Of course, there were some rogue agents out there, people who really didn't have morals or scruples. A little over 120 years ago, a term called yellow journalism was invented. Simply put, yellow journalism was an old school newspaper way to hype up an event by sensationalizing it, oftentimes using fake interviews or false information. It was to sell papers, and the main fight was between William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer, two newspaper owners who would stop at nothing to beat each other. Today, we see it in a different form. Instead of papers, people are looking for online clicks. This anonymous fake news is often found online. The bad part about it is that people blame the mainstream media for purposely spouting fake news. When you do the actual research, this really isn't the case at all. Now listen, Fox News is going to lean to the right. We know that. And CNN and MSNBC are going to lean to the left. Their biases aren't hard to miss. In fact, when you watch, you know why you're watching. But it isn't true that they spend most of their time lying to the American public. That's not true at all. They may use their bias in reporting some facts, which is wrong, I have to admit that. And often it's to incite their viewers so they'll watch more, so they can make more money. But normally they aren't in the business of outright lying to the American public. It's the online outlets that do that. So why is this important journalism? Why is it important for facts to matter? Basically, because as journalists, we're only as good as our reputation, right? If I can trust you, then I would consider you a good journalist. And if you're lying to me, you're not. Facts matter. Journalists live in facts. To do this, we need to verify our sources. Oftentimes, you should have at least 2 sources saying the same thing before you go ahead with a report. But remember, it's always better to be second and right than first and wrong. We always need to make sure we are checking our facts when writing scripts and reporting on stories. There is no alternative. All right, so let's get into today's assignment, right? I need you to write a short 1-page paper, single-spaced, no bigger than 16 when it comes to the font, right? I want it on why facts matter to you and why facts should matter to all journalists. Make sure you get your warm-up done too. And like I've been doing with all these lessons, I like kind of enriching you guys and putting things out there that you might normally not know. So I'm going to start with this quote from Helen Keller. Life is either a great adventure or nothing. And isn't that right? Like if you're just sitting there doing nothing, be bold. Always be bold. Do something. Be somebody. We're talking about truth today. The movie recommendation for today is Shawshank Redemption. It's an all-time classic about a guy who was wrongly accused. They got the facts wrong and was sentenced to prison for the rest of his life. But with every great movie, there's a twist, and this twist is phenomenal. You gotta watch this. Ready for a song? Southern Cross by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Just listen to it. You probably never heard it before, but it is a thing of beauty. And finally, want a book recommendation? Cronkite, A Reporter's Life. Walter Cronkite was a national force in journalism for America. What he said America listened to. Not only was a great journalist, but he's also from my hometown of Kansas City. So there's that. And my challenge for you today is to be kind. Just be kind. It doesn't matter to who. Just be kind, be nice to someone today. All right, that's all I got for today, right? Tomorrow we're going to talk about different kinds of news production. That's right. How do we get news on the air? All right, that's all I got for you. Now go do your TikTok, right? I know you're waiting to do that. And by the way, clean that room, it's filthy.